Australia is without a Minister for Revenue and Financial Services after the position was retired following the latest coup in Canberra. The duties of the portfolio will be split into three across Treasurer Josh Frydenberg MP, Assistant Treasurer Stuart Robert MP, and Assistant to the Minister for Treasury and Finance, Senator Zed Seselja. Kelly O'Dwyer held the position of Minister for Revenue and Financial Services from July 2016 until August 2018. O'Dwyer is now the Minister for Jobs and Industrial Relations. Before approving a credit card or raising an existing limit, banks and credit providers need to assess whether a customer can repay the credit limit within 3 years. ASIC has prescribed a period, claiming it strikes the appropriate balance between preventing consumers from being in unsuitable credit card contracts and ensuring that consumers continue to have reasonable access to credit. A new legal instrument has been produced, ASIC Credit Unsuitability Credit Cards Instrument 2018/753, which commences on the 1st of January 2019 and obligates credit providers to have systems in place to meet the requirement. Financial advisors can now witness and sign Commonwealth statutory declarations. On the 18th of September 2018, financial advisors were added to the Statutory Declarations Regulations 2018 as a recognised category of persons authorised to witness a Commonwealth statutory declaration. Prior to this, client statutory declarations could not be signed by their advisor. Instead, an authorised witness had to be found, often at cost and inconvenience. The Australian economy grew by 0.9% in the June quarter 2018, according to the ABS. However, GDP growth per capita was only up by 0.5% over the quarter. GDP growth per capita is important because it's what drives increases to living standards. Commenting on the growth, ABS Chief Economist Bruce Hockman said growth in domestic demand accounts for over half the growth in GDP and reflected strength in household expenditure. UNSW Professor of Economics Richard Holden found this concerning, stating that we've been sustaining strong household expenditure and thereby growth by saving less, but this is unlikely to continue. High levels of risk exist across both bank and household balance sheets, as Australia has some of the highest levels of debt to income internationally. RBA Assistant Governor, Financial System, Michelle Bullock warned. Australia's median debt-to-income ratio has increased from 70% in the 90s to around 190% today. But Bullock caveated the position, saying that there are several factors that suggest widespread financial stress among households is not imminent. ASIC has commenced separate civil proceedings in the federal court against NAB, ANZ and Dover. Elsewhere, Westpac admitted to breaching responsible lending obligations when providing home loans and submitted to a $34 million civil penalty. The multiple court actions marks a change in ASIC's attitude to the sector. Until recently, the regulator appeared to favour enforceable undertakings, but following revelations into the Royal Commission into Misconduct in Banking, Superannuation and Financial Services industry, ASIC is exercising more of its power. Gen Z is the cohort willing to pay the most for financial advice, according to research by Rice Warner on behalf of ING. The research also found that more than half of Gen Z and millennials saw financial advisors as the most trusted source for financial information. However, at $394, even the amount Gen Z is willing to pay is far below what most financial plans cost. According to CanStar, generally, an hour-long session with an advisor will cost around $250, an SOA might cost $1,500, and implementation of the advice could be a further $1,000.